Good morning, YouTube. Timothy Blaine here. Well, I thought I'd come in and share this moment with you. I'm a writer. You guys know that. This is my fourth. Just finished my fourth book in the Love and Gospel Music series. There are three books before this one. This story is a ghost story, primarily. It's about three young guys in Atlanta, Georgia. They are about to graduate high school. They're all a member of a quartet, a gospel quartet, sings at their local church. And this record producer, Scratch Wilson, who's appeared in three of the other three of the previous books. No, there are only three previous books, so he's appeared in now the third of the books. So anyway, he's a record producer. He works for Stratton Records. Stratton Records has been in. It was started in the very first book. So all right, so these three guys. They're flown to Los Angeles for sign a contract with Stratton Records. They were discovered in their senior year. The producer has promised them they wanted them to graduate, allow them to graduate first, and then come out to Los Angeles. So now the three of them have been to Los Angeles. They go to meet with the CEO of the company. He is Dallas Jordan. Dallas has been in. This is his third book. But he's the CEO, runs the company. At the same time, well, first, when they get to Los Angeles, for some reason or other, the building will not allow them in the building. The gate freezes up, unexplained. They come to the lobby, and pictures that have hung on the wall, portraits of the original owners, have hung on the wall since the 1950s, and they fall, both breaking on the ground. So right away, there's something going on at Stratton Records. All right, so they meet with Dallas. Scratch, the producer, is also found a girl group also in Atlanta, Georgia. The girl group, and the leader of the girl group, and Dallas, the leader of the boy group, have, unbeknownst to anyone else, had an affair in their junior year of high school. So there's drama between them, unresolved drama. All right, so at some point they merge the groups. They record them in Atlanta. They produce two very well-received albums in Atlanta as one group. The group is Prophecy. So the deal was, if they could produce a well-selling album out of the Atlanta studios, the people they use in Atlanta, the Stratton would fly them all out, set them up, and then give the full attention of and the resources of the label to take them to the next level. So now it's Prophecy. They all arrived in Los Angeles. They moved to the same apartment building owned by the company. But as they started the third joint project as Prophecy, the label Stratton Records physically will not allow them to record. Every time they come there, someone gets hurt, someone gets sick, something goes wrong, the power goes out. They're simply not able to record there. The building won't allow them to record there. And so the owners come up with a solution. The solution to the problem, because they're a very hot item at this point, they've already recorded two albums, is to record the new album, the new project, up north, San Francisco, where I happen to live. They recorded on this island, Treasure Island. Treasure Island was a military base at one point, but it's now the building still has the appearance of military housing, but it's all been converted to housing now. And so there's also a record recording studio there. Now, several of the characters are from San Francisco. Carson is Scratch's lover. He's from here. They met here in the Bay Area, and on and on and on. They're very connected to the Bay Area. So they come up here to record the album on Treasure Island. When they get to Treasure Island, the pace just takes off. Many things happen, both on the island, in San Francisco, and especially back at the label. So it's a great book. I'm sure you guys enjoy it. Took me about 18 months to finish the project. And so anyway, let me show you the book. I went ahead and opened it before I turned the camera on because I didn't want to open it and then y'all hear me scream. That's happened before. So it looks like it's pretty close to perfect. Okay, so here's the book. There's the book. It's about a little over 300 pages. It's available at Amazon.com. I'm gonna read a little bit of it. My reading is not great. I'm dyslexic as hell, and you know I talk funny anyway. But I'm gonna attempt to read a little bit of the book. Hopefully, I can encourage somebody to get it. I love it. Okay, chapter 1, Atlanta. The letters had arrived on a Friday. Trevor Ross was first to receive the news. This was because he had cut all classes after lunch break. Nothing new there. He was no stranger to this and a myriad of other schoolhouse offenses. He was he wasn't really a bad kid, more a brilliant kid given to mischievous acts of rebellion when bored. Lord, I hope my throat. I didn't bring no water there. All right, I'll go until my throat gives out. How's that? Give you a break. Okay, he wasn't really a bad kid, more a brilliant kid given to mischievous acts of rebellion when bored. It didn't really matter that he chose not to attend classes on this particular Friday afternoon. This was senior year, the very end of senior year, in fact. Uh, no doubt his diploma was already printed, signed, and sitting in a desk somewhere. His parents, Leonard and Mary Ross, owned and operated a little neighborhood grocery store on the other side of town. Not a chance of them showing up. They, along with one clerk and one stock boy, were the store's only workers. The plan was that he would finally give Jennifer Ward what she had been begging for all semester. Another cherry popping day and another notch in the belt. Then, just as he observed the girl stepping onto the long driveway to his front door, excuse me, we're not going to be able to do this, honey. My throat is killing me. Okay, so I'll take my Ricola, and then you go to Amazon and order The Label by Timothy Blaine, and then maybe you can come on here and read it for me. Okay, I got my Ricola, so I'm not going to try to read, but you know, go and get it, people, please. But maybe you'll get you'll like this one so much you'll get the others. Who knows? There are 4 books. Love and Gospel Music. The first one was called Love and Gospel Music. What's wrong with telling the damn truth? Second one was the Epiphany. Epiphany with like angel guides type people who were and were not there. Then there was Muse last year. Muse was the story of a writer who gets involved with the guy who's now the CEO. No, he doesn't get involved with him. He gets involved with the guy who is now the producer that I was talking about. Anyway, they get married. So the writer becomes a songwriter in Muse. And now the label. The label is a ghost story. It takes the backdrop is gay men in the gospel music industry. Although the protagonist for the first time is actually straight. The protagonist is straight, but unbeknownst to him, for several years, his 2 best friends, they are quartet, are lovers and have been for a very long time. And so then of course everybody's Stratton is gay. So anyway, you know, you write what you know. All I know is gay. I wish I could sing. I think that is the basis for this series because I can't sing worth anything. But I've always admired singers, and I like gospel music. I just think it's there's a lot of power in gospel music, so that's why I chose this series, and it's a different backdrop than the usual sex and rock and roll. So hope you'll enjoy it. Amazon.com, The Label by Timothy Blaine. Later.